Today we're talking about thinking and the idea of frequencies or energy. And I've been mindful to not tap into the idea of frequency too much or vibration, but actually it's vibration that knocks me off because it makes me feel like you have to add something to yourself. But when you think of things as frequency or energy, it really shifts and it helps you to manifest everything, including healing. Now, often we start to see the outside world as something solid and important, and we see our bodies as something solid and important. But actually, they're all just molecular light waves condensed into form. This truly is an illusion of energy, an illusion of frequency. And you can hear that even in quantum physics. Once you understand that you can affect this energy by doing this, which I'm going to teach you today, you will start to change your life. You will start to see your body heal. You will start to manifest within your life. You will find a deep sense of inner peace and connectivity like never before. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the fact that when we're trying to heal, when we're trying to create, we're often trying to do it from something outside of ourselves. I need to find this doctor. I need to find that business. I need to get this idea. I need to invent something. Nothing that you ever wanted has come from outside of you. It all started within. And I'm going to explain later in this video, I'm going to give you some examples of some healings that have happened with clients recently, and I'm going to explain it. But what I've tried to teach people is this, is that the inner work is the most powerful fundamental part. And what that energy is your emotional stability, is your emotional standpoint. I'm doing videos recently. I'm going to do a video soon about why peace is a much more powerful way to create and heal than gratitude. And why is that the case? Well, let's think about it, right? If we live in a world that is of energetic projection, that means then that we live in a world that is fluid in nature. Now, touching this table, my laptop, the camera here, I can start to get into the illusion that this is real, solid. But it's so interesting. It's like we live in an actual dream, a dream that we get to be able to affect, but we don't affect it from our action. When I was back in the day, and I've been an ambitious man all my life, I've been an actor, had some success there, tried many other businesses and failed, but started to teach people how to use their mind just through confidence coaching at first. And it led to me on this journey of spiritual discovery. I realized that the less that I did outside and the more that I did inside, the more that I was compelled to take the actions required for success, the more that I was compelled to heal my body. So when I was having digestive issues, I had to start to lose the emotional, energetic, so much like energy was obsessed about healing. And it was so stuck on the problem. So I couldn't heal because energetically I was tied to the issue. So when you start to see it as energy and frequencies, I realized me being obsessed with healing was keeping me tied to the physical reality of my health issue. Because like I've said in other videos, someone who is healthy doesn't think about their health. They don't think about their body in the same way as someone who's unhealthy. Someone who is wealthy doesn't think about money the same way that someone who is poor thinks about money. Do you see what I mean? So you have to change the way that you connect energetically. And the only way you can do that is to realize that your base reaction to things. How are you right now? If you're on a healing journey right now and you know that this video is going to help you, I want you to put healing at the bottom there, okay? If you're on a healing journey right now, how do you emotionally react to the fact that you're unwell? I've been working with someone who is going through a real journey. They need time to heal, and they should give themselves that grace because they're emotionally angry at themselves for being in this state. They feel very observed by everyone in life, noticing their symptoms. And I empathize with it so much. But that's what we're asking you to do, is to do something different than what most people would do. You need to notice how it makes you feel emotionally, and you need to trust that that emotion is simply an energy or a frequency, okay? Detaching back from that frequency means no longer does it guide you or you are led down that path of that energy anymore, because now you are the one who notices it. And so it's simple awareness that helps you to deal and change your energy. And then awareness there disconnects you from it. I like to then sit, move and release it, and we can talk about that, and I have done in other videos. But from there you start to claim another energy. Now many people would say, now start to feel the feeling of health from here. Now start to get into the energy of health or abundance. It's like, what is that? And it's actually the most meaningless teaching I've ever heard. What is the energy of health, my friends? If you know it, please write it down. But I'm going to say this. The energy of healing is someone who doesn't think about their health, who is so at peace with where they are in life that their health is just a simple part of their life. You see, I haven't thought about my digestive system for about 10 years now. I haven't thought about my hair, see? It was falling out. I haven't thought about it for about nearly 10 years. I haven't thought about throat pain. I don't wake up and think about my throat. I don't wake up and think about my... So the energy of healing is emotional disconnection, it's peace. And that's why peace is the greatest healing power, because it's balance too. And if we do live in a world of energy, we must just look at how it represents itself in the physical domain. You just have to look at the galaxy and the universe. It works on laws and structures and balance. What is peace but balance? We're trying to bring back balance in your energy, and then the representation of that is health. By the way, this hat has done some drama to my hair. You know, it's hot up here in Spain, and I thought I'm going to wear a hat today. You know, why not? Why not? I'm actually really cool. See, I wear hats backwards, man. No, I'm joking. I'm just being silly. But on a serious note, that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. And you know what's been beautiful? And I'll give you some examples. I have a client who came to me. Her daughter has been injured, was a dancer. She knew I had a background in performing and I was a spiritual teacher of healing. I've taught many parents how to heal their children. Well, I'm going to tell you this. She was told she couldn't dance anymore. At the worst case scenario, she needed to be off it for 3 months. She just won a competition to represent her country in a dance competition. The pain is leaving. What did I teach the mother? I taught the mother emotional regulation, energetic regulation, balance within her frequency, within her energy. And what has it done? It's created space for the healing of her daughter, because now she doesn't get so tied up with reactionary energies and be led down path of emotion and energy and this way and that way. She's learned to master her energy and her emotions and direct it in the way of health, harmony and balance. I just had another client from 2023. I worked with her. When she worked with me, she had a very severe illness, beginning with the word C. Absolutely needed to find a healing. We got her to a good space, but I just had a message from her today. She's training for the Olympics. She's literally training for the Olympics, and I'll probably do a full video on this soon. This is the beauty of working with your body as a frequency, as energy, as within, so without. Always go within. Any problem I've ever faced in my life, I've dealt with the energy within first. Then the outside has changed or a solution has come up. Regardless of whether that solution is, I had to take a small bit of action, I had to go to the doctors, I went to the dentist, whatever it is, there's a solution. Always. Now, often it will come in an immaculate version where just something happens. Sometimes you'll be guided. Both of them are just as mystical. Both of them are just as wonderful. Oh, and just a little add-on. Her daughter, whilst we're on the phone call today, got offered an acting role as well, because she's in the energy of receivership now. She's in the energy of creation now, not fight or flight. This is the truth that you need to know. This is the truth. These are things that are happening before your eyes. Are you ready to accept it? Now, guys, if you are ready to accept these things, I actually have my Learning Hub available as a lifetime membership, one-time payment, and you will get all my online courses, community, access to ask me questions on there, and everything, all for a one-time payment. I'm going to link that in the comments because I don't think I've told enough people. It is wonderful. I'm opening up 10 spaces to join that because I don't just let everyone come in. I want 10 people who are ready to change their lives to come and join that. It's going to be wonderful in there and give me a high in the community. Why is it good? Because it teaches you how to let go, how to heal, how to manifest. When I add new courses, you are going to get them. And I'm adding courses and meditations all the time. So come and join me in there. Anyway, Michael, that's enough about your learning hub. Let's get back to it. Everything is energy. It is energy, you know, so it's like, but the energy of you. Everything is the representation of the energy of you. And this is one of the most surreal things. And I tell you, it's when you start to look at the life through terms of frequency and energy instead of matter, you start to see patterns. And that's where I've been able to see patterns in people who need healing. Like someone who's come to me with an issue of the big C in certain areas of the body. We realised it's on the right side, masculine. There's a masculine person that hurt her. The other thing was she wasn't able to filter through the emotions, so it's represented in a separate part of the body. I don't want to go into details of this person's issue, but you see, when you start to see energy, you see patterns. You don't start seeing things as circumstantial or accidental. Energy is the cause. Matter is the effect. Not the other way around. Matter doesn't cause me and affect me. It doesn't do anything. I allow it to through my reactions, but that's why you must master your emotions. See everything as energy. Focus your attention. And that's mastery. And if you want to do it, like I said, check out that Learning Hub today. I'm bringing it to your attention today because I love you all, and I don't think enough people know about it. So let's get that community popping in there. I hope to see you there. Anyway, thanks for this video today, guys. I'll see you at the next one.